everybody, this is Dave Nasty over here at Next Level Guitar, warming up and doing some different stuff today, but we're going to have a nice lesson. This is going to be an inspired by lesson, you know, another one in our series, and we're going to talk a little bit beginner, kind of advanced as well, simple chord moving. We're going to use some 7th chords, some dominant chords, and this is a great way for you to comp with your buddies and get outside the box. Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm going to say it. I'm really excited to say it. Click on the link that you see below. If you click on that link, you're going to get some good information. You're going to get a coinciding ebook and a free lesson that is not available on YouTube. So let's say that. Click on that link. You're going to get a lesson that is not available on YouTube, free, a coinciding ebook, free, full of great information, chord shapes, scale diagrams, all that kind of stuff. Click on that link. So let's dive right on in. What we're going to do is we're going to take this nice little jam here, and we're going to focus on primarily playing dominant chords. In jazz, one of the rules is that any chord could be made to be dominant. Well, I saw Miles lift up when I said that. He's like, don't go there, man. Don't go there. Just do the jam. Don't get all theoretical. Look at, he's kicking it. It's like, you know, relaxing time.
Relaxing to the smooth jazz.
Yeah, relaxing to the soft sounds, the sultry sounds of Dave Nasty at Next Level Guitar. So, I'm taking a G dominant 7th chord. For any of you guys that are unfamiliar with this, really easy. We take the basic bar chord, bail the pinky, and we're partying. So, we're going to outline a 1-4-5 type of a progression. And we're going to use some really nice passing tones. Look at that A minor 7. I'm going to move them up chromatically here to a B flat or an A sharp. And then I'm going to go to my C dominant 7. So it's kind of like a 1-4-5, or it is, you know, we're outlining a tradition of a 1-4-5, but we're using dominant chords and minor 7 chords to add some flavor and get a little bit of chromaticism. So if I was to play that, I get that nice kind of a feel there. So what I have going with my right hand, which I must say, and you guys could probably obviously tell, I bailed my pick. I've got it tucked under the finger here like a little bit of a magic trick. And I'm brushing all of these things with my thumb. And what's nice about the rhythm is you get a little bit of a swing. We're swinging, right? As we go through this. And if you note here, I'm going to turn my body a little bit this way so you could kind of see what the left hand does to release off of the chord and just kill those notes for a second. And if I add that, kind of get a little bit of a shuffle feel. And that's pretty important with the overall groove of this. So let's play this. Doing the same thing, just equal distance, you know, whatever, if you want to look at it that way. The moment I go to a dominant, whole step up, I'm starting a chromatic run of minor 7 chords. And I understand completely that these chords, pretty tricky for people. I've seen people play them with one finger, and that's all right. Problem I have with that is I think sometimes you can hit this string and it might kind of ring over there. So I choose to do it this way. I can add extensions and things like that if I want to get fancy, but this is primarily my root note, and this is laying flat to cover the B, G, and D strings. So far we have this. We're going to do that twice. Or once. 1.5, I should say. Correct myself. We're going to take a dominant chord that is shaped just like this, and this is just like an A dominant chord, and we're going to chromatically go down now. We're going to descend and go to that chord, so that way we get a different way to arrive at that same location. If you think about it, we chromatically went up before with some minor 7s, and now we're going to descend with some dominant chords and then right at that note there. So let's try this. Switching dominant and descending. Boom, boom, up and back. Easy, right? Really kind of a nice thing. Let's try that again. Just like you played a few times so you get the feel. It's pretty straightforward, but you get some style points with the way you're strumming, the use of some of these passing tones. Here's one of my favorites. You're going to go back down to this voicing of a dominant. So we're jumping dominant chords. We have a C dominant 7 here. C dominant 7 here. Now a diminished passing tone. Pretty cool chord here. Yeah, it's just waiting to do something. You can tell it needs to go somewhere. I've got my middle finger, I'll call frets. 4, 5, 3, and 5. I'm going to take that chord and I'm going to move it up to E, and this is going to be a dominant kind of a motion, or moving to a dominant motion, I should say, off of a diminished chord. So we have 2 diminished chords in a row. We learned a little more. Let's play it from the beginning. These things get involved. So many darn chords. I was thinking of how I could show this to you guys, keep you interested. All these chords. I like that though. That's really, really smooth. So from here, we're going to take this. Now we're right towards the end here. We're going to do a nice descending run of 6/9 tonality chords. Now, basically, the easiest way I explain this to people is pretend like you're playing this A-type shape here. Put your middle finger on G, and you're going to have to flatten this 3rd finger to get those notes on 10. Really, really nice looking chord. Looks good on this fretboard of this fancy new guitar that I got. I'm all excited about, people. I'm going down, all the way to there. So let's take that in context, right? Let's say we're coming from here. Are we done yet? We're getting there. Whoa, look at that ugly chord. He's a dominant chord, of course, but I'm going to add this tonality out here because from this, I'm going to go to this 9 chord, and then we're done. So we get a little bit of movement there, and we can turn around. Let's jam this out a little bit. We'll pan out, take a deep breath. First lesson of the day for me, and I'm telling you, we're just covering so many things. We're going to pace ourselves, right? Just like Miles, we're chilling. We're chilling. Taking our work seriously, but not ourselves. That's the whole deal. So I'm going to go into this one more time. Hope you enjoy this. Pretty easy to do. Fun to play with the friends. Look fancy. You know a bunch of chords all of a sudden. Thanks so much, everybody. Go to the website, nextlevelguitar.com. All kinds of great material on there from a bunch of fantastic teachers, and I will see you next time.